Hello again, I am Joe Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team with Brabham. Tonight, as you can see, we are getting ready for Spa-Francorchamps, the Belgian Grand Prix. And this is the final race of the first half of the season. We go into our mid-season break after this. And while that mid-season break is going on, our boys in the factory will be frantically churning out new parts for the car. We have upgrades on the way. Hopefully we can get them all fitted to the car for Zandvoort. So this is the final race on our current spec, our kind of lightly upgraded A spec, hopefully with 3 or 4 or maybe even 5 parts that we can throw on the car in time for the next half of the season. We can have a proper B spec. But before that, have to get through this race. So let's take a quick look at how our drivers are feeling. How you doing, Packins? How you doing, Dino? Good to see you guys. Hello to everyone else lurking in the chat. So once again, actually it looks like Logan has got the edge over Mick now. I'm starting to wonder if I've kept the right driver. Okay, let me check what I'm training Mick on. I mean, I've got him on short run pace, which is what I need him to be on to boost his cornering and braking. What's Logan on? Logan's on the same. I think maybe I go to long run pace. Try and work on that smoothness a little bit. Oh, you got 2 points in Miami. Fantastic. Congratulations. Alright, targets for today. I am going to be... I have to play it safe. I wanted to go 18 or plus. 18 plus with both, but I need to play it a little safer.
We're in Belgium, in the picturesque province of Liège. Halfway through the season, it's too early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset? Red Bull finished in first place in the last race, with another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes. Can they pick up any more silverware for their cabinet this weekend? Sit tight then for the rest of the action.
So previously this has been a sprint weekend, now it's just a normal race. That suits me fine. It's not really a great track, I think, for sprints. It's too long, a track. Tyres are potentially going to be an issue here. We're going to go with the hard tyres in this session. Rain's at its lowest today, so fingers crossed it won't be too bad. Let's go with a 7, a 12.5. Let's go with 12. We'll go with a 1.9, 2.9, and a 0.75. 15 laps for Spa. It is such a long lap, 4.2 kilometers. Don't know if that engine will make it. I don't think it will make a full... Well, actually, no, it might do. It's not a gearbox. That should make all 3 practice sessions. It'll be slow, but it should make it. Unless it develops a fault and then it might just blow up, which would not be good. We'll go with that gearbox there as well. And now let's move over to Mick. So let's go with a little bit less on the rear wing. I'm going to go with an 11.5. Let's see what parts do I want. I want that engine. That's still viable. There we go. And I think I'm stuck on this gearbox, aren't I? Yep. All right. Sending them out.
That's great.
Oh, it's going to get very wet.
Radio check, Mick.
Copy.
I don't know if we can survive this first run on the hard, so we might have the box. I hope we don't.
How are my tire temps?
Focus on your tires. We're expecting rain to come.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, another long, ridiculously long pit stop. 12.7. Ouch.
Ahead of you, one shot, rain reported.
Copy.
Can you remember what the decimal points were? Because mine was 7.719. So if it took longer than that, congratulations, you have the record back.
It's raining, it's just getting worse and worse. Just check the track condition.
How does my tires look?
The tires are a bit on the cool
They
side.
look
so
like black
just one
round
shot.
things. Oh, is that what you wanted to hear? I'm just going to be sarcastic with Logan for the rest of the season, I think.
How is the balance?
All right, there we go. Mick is giving me some feedback so we can call him
copy
out
that.
of the rain.
Okay with the car?
And now we can do the same for Logan.
The balance is just all over the place.
Yeah, that's fine.
Come in, entry.
Just come in slow. Copy.
Okay. Oh, wow. It's a 10.5 on the rear wing. I think I've made this mistake last time with Goodwood. Definitely gone the wrong way here. Let's go with a 4.6. Start working our way back from there. Cornering. I'm going to bring that down like so. Push that up a little bit more. And let's give that a try. Let's change the tyres. Put on some inters and slap in a few extra laps of fuel. because we came in a few laps early. Let's try the 11, and again, we'll work our way back. Go with a 6-4 over here. Bring that down to a 5. And we'll give that a try. Again, onto a set of enters for the rest of the session. Extra few laps of fuel. Probably not enough extra fuel, actually. Never mind. So in terms of logo work, I have finished the Lamborghini logo. Or at least I finished my initial run of the Lamborghini logo. I'm going to look at maybe tweaking it and refining it a little bit. And it looks a little chunky at the moment. It's like, you know, the ball looks a bit too broad. And the shield's a bit too wide as well. So I'm going to see if I can maybe slim it down a little bit, put it on like the Atkins style or something, and just thin out a bit. But once I've got it where I'm happy with it, I will be posting a tutorial video on how to make that Lamborghini logo. The Porsche logo went live earlier today, so again, you can check that one out as well if you want. I did actually make a mistake in the recreation. I made on the top right quarter panel, I made the red a little bit too big. So no, sorry, the black a little bit too big. So there isn't the gap between the red and the black panels. You can just resize it just to create that gap. The whole point of putting the underlay in first was so that, you know, it would show that colour when you resize the panels. And I just got the sizing a little bit wrong on the remake. But do please feel free to check that out if you are wanting to make your own Porsche logo. How you doing, Clark? Good to see you. How you doing, Victor? Do I plan on doing any of my Porsche this week? Probably. But I spent today working on finishing the Lamborghini and then editing and creating the Porsche video. So I'm going to continue to work on the Lamborghini after this stream tonight. Try and resize it a little bit, thin it down. So I was just saying, and then
grip and balance.
I can probably, if I can get it sorted tonight, I can do a Lamborghini video tomorrow, and then we can do some midweek Porsche streaming as well. Alright, improved up to 72%. That's much better than we were at. It's still a way off. 60% there for Logan. Needs some more work as well.
I know there's a lot more potential.
Understood, mate. Understood.
There's a yellow flag now. So let's take a look at the replay.
Ashbrook
Oh,
has
so wet for them out there.
a bit of a spin.
And the rear
Ooh.
just lets go.
He kept it out the wall.
Copy.
phone on charge. There we go. Ignore. There we go. Stay out. Oh, Tim Tramnitz is running for Red Bull. I think that's his first run out.
Checkered flag.
Evening, Farah. Right, let's see where we've gone wrong. So that needs to be at least 10. Oh, okay. Bring that down to a 4. Let's push that out to a 7-3. That's either going to be 7-3 or 5-5, one of the two. And odds are I've probably chosen the wrong one, but we shall see. Let's go with that. I want to run a little bit long. Need to make sure I do a quick spurt on mediums, just so I don't lose all of my soft tyres. Engine is still just about serviceable. Over here, oh wow, it's a 9.5. Okay, that's the lowest I think I've ever seen it. We'll go down to a 3.5 on the front wing. The 4.6 is close. Let's take it to a 5.5. No, a 3.7, sorry. That's now too much there. Go back to the 4.6 if I can. And we'll try that. It's annoying when the game defaults to soft. Yeah, it is a little frustrating. It is what it is, unfortunately. It would be nice to be able to manually select which tyres to give back after each session. That's all okay. Let's change that out for used inters rather than brand new ones. We are good to go.
Okay, it should be green.
Oh, it is going to dry up. Okay, that's good. That justifies me putting the mediums on then.
Or is it improving at all? It looks like to us it's not raining.
Copy.
Evening, Cloud.
Keep back on track.
We'll just run them till we get the full feedback, and then we'll call them in and put them on the mediums.
Car all okay?
car was
Let's
great.
have a
Totally
look.
good.
95, much,
Yeah, copy.
much closer.
Is the car okay?
Still only good
Yeah,
for Logan.
high speed feels good.
We understood.
77.
Good entry.
Turn the pit limiter on. Stop on the marks, find pre-start rev, switch off.
Okay, not too far away at all. Front wing definitely needs to tweak a little bit, so that will set up a change for the rear wing. Let's go that way. And let's pull that to there. Let's see if that works. Slap on the mediums. There we go. Okay, so that's a 9.5 as well. We'll leave that at 3.5. That is going to be a 5.5 by the look of it. Actually, it might be a 4.6 after all that. There we go. Once again, we're just going to do one lap at the end of Q1. Might need to save the extra tyres as much as we can. We may possibly have extra softs anyway. It's going to be a very wet final practice and qualifying, potentially, at least in places. And as tempting as it is to try and take advantage of the wet weather and qualify really, really well, that would just be a death sentence for our drivers' confidence in the Grand Prix. They would just get absolutely battered. If we had a better car, I would have gone for it, but with the car as it is, I have to be practical. Right, I've gone backwards with Schumacher. That is not so good.
Much better, much better.
And we nailed it with Logan. Excellent stuff.
Back on the car. Copy, understood.
Okay. Drop that all the way down that way, and let's correct everything else to balance that up. might have overdone it with the front wing, but we'll see. Still got one more practice session to run them. Right, on to full wets. Oh yeah, that engine will just make it for Logan, because he only has to run enough to get that track knowledge up. Everything else is done, so he will just get away with that. Mick could be running a couple of times here. We'll have to see how quickly we can get that setup nailed.
That's green now. Green now.
Track's going to keep fluctuating for the first 20 minutes or so, and then it should be into all the way after that. So all eyes on Schumacher's feedback here. We jump back up to full wet conditions. Now we're trending back down again. There we go. That's Logan done. Come on, Mick. Give me that feedback. Be good. Be good. Be good. Close. Very
Yeah,
close.
copy that.
Call him in. I did overdo it with the front wing. I thought I might have. Okay, let's push that up to a 3. Let's pull that back down to there and pull that back to there, and that should be it. Should be. Might not be. Right, last roll of the dice. Well, we've got one more roll of the dice, which is a blind change going into qualifying itself, but our last chance to see the results before we actually hit Parc Fermé rules. was just looking at that and thinking, why the hell is Sargent out there on wet tyres? And I'm thinking, hang on, Sargent's my driver and he's in the pits. Oh, Mick, don't make mistakes like that.
Yeah, good.
Please.
Yeah, copy that.
Such a dangerous corner to go off because more often than not, you're into the barrier. He did keep it out the barrier and he got away from it pretty damn quickly as well. Hoping I wasn't watching. There we go. Finally, we have the car where it needs to be. So we can call them in and we are done with practice.
Copy that.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
Qualifying at Spa is one of the most exciting sessions of the year, and the season's longest lap leaves little margin for error. Drivers need to give it their all whilst avoiding any mistakes.
And here's a driver there's been quite a focus on recently, Karun, Valtteri Bottas.
Looking at the lap times, we saw a real lack of pace from them in practice. They never looked quite comfortable with the setup, and they'll need to try something new for qualifying if they want to get past Q1.
Here we go, folks. It's time to get started.
Valtteri's one of those drivers who in this game has those demon eyes where from most angles they look like they're just black. It's just all black iris. There's no whites of the eyes or anything. Driving like a man possessed. Oh shit, he actually looks like he is possessed. Right, let's get these bits out. We're going to run... Do I run a new engine? I guess no, because we are getting a new spec of parts after the summer break. So let's stick to... I still want to be relatively competitive. I am going to run this ERS here. It's a risk, but... it is still viable, I think, for a race. We can just squeeze a little bit more life out of the components that we've got before we get the new parts. It'll set us up, hopefully, a little bit better for the second half of the season. This gearbox is iffy for this race, but we'll go with it. It's fine for now, but there is a risk it could potentially get a bit squiffy as the race goes on. Let's send them out. Take a look at the weather. Oh, it might be dry at the end. It is going to be dry at the end. All right, in that case, let's give them a run on the wets now, the inters now, and then we'll set them out for a run on the softs at the end with a little bit more confidence.
Focusing on your tyres there.
Copy.
So you can see we are at high risk of getting a fault with the ERS. It's a calculated gamble. Because we're not in contention for anything really tonight. As long as we can at least get our sponsor goals, that'll be all that matters. That's 20th for Logan. 18th for Mick. Bring in an extra $500,000 to help cover the cost of manufacturing. Plus, we are actually almost $500,000 in debt right now because we signed Ricardo and Mansell. No, Ricardo, sorry, re-signed Mick and signed Mansell.
Tyres are in good shape. We are okay on traffic. And you'll go push.
Times aren't really important on this run.
Good on
So the track's going to be a lot drier at the end of the session. This is just about getting their confidence up a little bit more.
Charge off and mode push.
Sargent slightly quicker than Mick in the first sector. And again in the middle as well. Assuming his ERS holds up through this Grand Prix, if Sargent beats Mick again, we may have to put our weight behind Logan for the rest of the season. I know I said that last night, but I was kind of expecting that to be a bit more of a one-off. But there he is, out qualifying Mick by 0.3. They're both running engines at the same power. They're both running ERSs that are just about okay. They're both running gearboxes that are fine. And they both have the same spec of car, so that is a performance thing. Oh, mistake for Enzo. He's been very quiet, hasn't he, since he broke the streak? And he just...
I made a big mistake.
He just kept it out the barrier. Or maybe it won't be dry enough. It won't. So, back to the inters. And it looks like, unless it keeps going down again, we may have missed the window. Oh, we've got a red flag. Is it Enzo? No, it's not. It's one of the salvers. Is it Joe or Valtteri? It's Joe. Joe crashes at the corner where everyone's been spinning and keeping it out of the barrier. There will be time for one final run. Albon staying in the garage for now. He might still pop out. Same for Ricciardo and Alonso, Tsunoda and Sainz. Those two are probably, well, they might not be.
Copy.
Track's pretty dry now compared to where it was.
Just get some brake temp here.
Understood.
If they don't get out in the next sort of 20 seconds, they've left it too long. It's normally about 1 minute 40 a lap, but it's wet, so it'll be maybe 150 a lap. Yeah, they've left it too long. They're out. Well, they're not out, but Albon's definitely out. He's not going to improve. Everyone else is going to improve. Ricciardo is not safe. Even Alonso should be safe. But there's no guarantees. I think the only two that are safe are the ones that have stayed in the garage are Sainz and Tsunoda. And even they might be pushing it. Did I change his engine? I changed his engine. I've left in a damaged ERS just to try and squeeze a little bit more, one more race out of it. It's at like 22%, I think. It's not got a fault yet, but it's at high risk of a fault. We're running Schumacher's old ERS as well. We're running 60% engines, saving the newer spec part or the newer powertrain parts for when we get the new aero parts after the summer break at Zandvoort. Running a brand new engine, etc. here will make practically no difference to our overall pace. We'll be a little bit quicker, but not by much. Better to save them for when we've got more performance in the car. So now we'll start to see if anyone is actually safe. You can see the 5 drivers there, or the 6 drivers that have stayed in the pits. Joe being one of them. Joe's definitely out. And Stroll jumps all the way up to 5th. Hulkenberg up to 8th. Yeah, I think Ricciardo and Alonso are in real trouble. Ricciardo definitely in trouble. Perez goes 2nd. Magnussen goes 10th. Hamilton goes 2nd. Perez goes top, so it was Max who went top. Leclerc 3rd. Ocon up to 11th. Ricciardo now on the bubble and in the drop zone. Ricciardo is out. Where's Alonso? 15th. Russell could be out here. No, Russell gets safe. He's 7th. So, can we knock out Fernando? No, we can't. Fernando just survives, but Ricciardo definitely lost out big time there, as did Albon. So let's see who's stuck it on pole. It's Max. And of course it's Max. And a couple of tenths ahead of his teammate Chaco there. Ferrari locking out the second row. Then it's Piastri 5th, Russell 6th, Norris in 7th, Tsunoda 8th, Hamilton 9th, and Alonso, who only just got through the first qualifying session, ends up in 10th.
Well, it's a fantastic turnout, as it always is here in Belgium, as we prepare for 44 laps around Spa.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar.
Spa-Francorchamps is famous for its long straights and fast corners. Drag efficiency will make all the difference here as drivers zoom through the famous sequence of Eau Rouge leading up into Raidillon. But a twisty middle sector keeps things tricky down on the track. The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprise in that, it's race day.
Let's see what the setup gods are offering us. Okay. Two-stop is definitely quicker. Right, let's go with something like that. Make it even quicker still. And we'll do the same for Shumi. So he's due to stop on lap 12. Logan lap 13. Yeah, Logan's tyre wear is better at the moment. That's bizarre. How they seem to have just switched themselves around this season. We will go with one less lap of fuel. And that's only for Logan, because I don't want to overheat the car given the damaged ERS. Put the tyres into full attack mode. As for Mick, we're going to be a little bit more aggressive. We're going to go with one extra lap of fuel. And we're going to push off the start. Let's send them to the grid for the Belgian Grand Prix.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. And the cameras now shift to Sergio Perez, concentrating on the race ahead.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. You can hear the excitement in the crowd here at the Belgian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Copy that.
So Mick has been jumped off the start, gets back in front of Joe. Sargent dropped a position as well. Oops. saw someone complaining in Reddit today that cars get pushed wide when they're being overtaken. It's like, have you never watched? Someone replied, which was my exact thoughts. Have you never ever watched Formula One? That happens all the time. I'm really glad they added that in. It can be frustrating when it happens to you and you end up in the grass and slow and lose a few positions as you try and get back up to speed. But I think it's a welcome addition. Adds an extra touch of realism to the racing.
You can be aggressive with overtake usage.
Copy.
DRS.
I glanced at your comment there, Dino, and I completely missed what happened. I just saw a car sideways. Here we go. What did happen here? Oh, he just rear-ended. He got hit. The cheek of this man.
And clearly they're not what everyone in the garage would have wanted to see.
So Ocon is back up and running. Has he got wing damage? He should have after
There's
that.
a big crash. Be careful on start finish. A lot
Yeah,
of
he's
debris.
missing. He's missing an end plate. There you can see that damage to both parts of the end plate there. It is. So he's missing part of the left end plate and the right end plate's gone completely. Magnussen, is his rear wing damaged? It is. So Magnussen's screwed. No DRS for Kevin. And oh, look at his tyres. His tyres are screwed as well. Oh, that's a great help for us. It really is.
Lots of battling ahead. Anything's possible.
Did I hear Lewis's comments about strategy for the last race? No, I haven't read them yet. I love how Ocon's always like immediately, someone hit me when he rams into someone. How many times have we seen that? Like a kid whose face is covered in chocolate. Did you eat all the chocolate? No. He was a dog. And Magnussen is into the pits to change those already destroyed tyres. Oh, so starting on softs, was that not his idea then? Oop. Come on, Mick. There we go. Schumacher is through.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
For now,
Need some recharge.
Copy.
Mick's going to get community service for swearing. Maybe. I hear he's got a rap video coming out later this week.
recharge the pack.
Understood.
Now, I don't know if Enzo made a mistake somewhere because he's all of a sudden 2 seconds further back. And he's all under pressure from Joe swarming all over the back of him, and we have got alongside Joe as a result. We managed to box him in a little bit. And there we go, we push Joe wide. He gets back on track, and that loses him a little bit of momentum, and that will set him up for a pass from Ocon now. And now we can dive bomb our way through. Can we stay ahead?
Doing good.
Through Eau Rouge and Radion. I think we'll stay ahead of Enzo, and Enzo might end up potentially getting overtaken by Joe here. He's having a look, trying to make those soft tyres work, but Fittipaldi has got the slipstream of our car. He lines us up, he's too far back. And we can live to breathe another day. Position is ours. Going to top up.
Yeah.
Hello to all you lovely lurkers in the chat. Do feel free to pop in and say hello. We don't bite. Well, I don't bite. I can't guarantee anything about Farah. He can be a bit feral at times, but everyone else is fine. For the most part. And Dina might give you rabies. So it's unlikely we're going to make any ground on the soft runners. But hopefully on the next set of tyres we can be a bit more competitive.
Keep doing like that.
Yeah, I got it.
Just a lack of out-and-out grip. Even if we push them, soft tyres have still got more grip through the corners, potentially. Weekdays you're told to be on your best behaviour. Well, weekdays you're here, so yeah, that makes sense. And there's Ocon forcing his way through. I missed him getting past Joe, and he just fights his way through past Fittipaldi there. He's outside of DRS at the moment, but he is so close to getting it. He probably will as well. That Alpine is definitely a quicker car than ours. And indeed, he has got it. He will be much harder to hold back.
I got it.
But we'll give it a go.
Stay ahead of him.
Oh, well, that didn't last for long, did it? Never mind.
Yep. Copy.
So Ocon's going to close up on Schumacher. Hopefully Sargent can stay with him.
Can have some tire feedback. Tire feedback.
That'll help protect us from the cars behind. It's through these fast-flowing changes of direction that we are losing ground. See Ocon just boom, away. Hey, Tony, how are you tonight? I need to get some thumbnails or thumbnail options. I'd like to try and get a good one through Eau Rouge, Radion as well.
And Alonso is struggling.
Engine.
How's the tire dig?
Good, it's okay.
It's a little jarring at the moment, but there we go. That's a good. That's probably going to be it. That's going to be the thumbnail. P10 on fresh tyres behind the safety car with 3 laps left. Which track?
That's all I got.
Don't worry about it. Zoom behind.
Oh wow, Ocon is already a second and a half ahead of Mick. That didn't take long. Oh, you're at Vegas. Yeah, in that case, you've got a good chance. Just go full attack. And then you should be able to hold off any move through the corners. Might even gain a couple of places in the braking zones. Have you got spare fuel to push as well? Because that will help. So 2 Red Bulls swap positions on the run down to Eau Rouge. Already gapped Leclerc. So are we looking at a Red Bull 1-2 this Grand Prix? Well, they've pushed their tyres a lot more than the Ferrari. Does that mean a 2-stop for them?
Oh! I'm at 100%.
Take on, mate.
Oh, well, yeah, good luck.
I can't anymore.
Keep the head down. Keep the head down. Don't know what we have left. Yeah, Magnussen first car behind you. Overtake available.
Copy.
Well, even if you stay behind the safety cars to the line, you're in 10th. That's a point. Oh, we are bleeding time now behind Fittipaldi as he's dropped by Joe. Joe pushing towards Mick.
Don't worry about it.
It's up Mick's pace. 3 laps if racing you could win. Oh, let's not get too carried away. Right, there's the overtake.
Like a couple laps or sooner than that?
We're into the pit windows. Well, we're into mixed pit window. Logan's opens up next lap. Joe all over the back of Mick. Gonna get through.
Joe has DRS behind.
Nothing I could do to stop that, unfortunately.
We'll just see what we can do. Okay, Sargent behind.
Gonna keep pushing with Logan here. See if I can
4.
gap Fittipaldi through this second sector.
Charge on.
Copy.
That's where he seems to struggle. As we hit Savilo, the gap now is suddenly 1.7 seconds, nearly 2 seconds. So yeah, that was definitely the right call to keep pushing.
Need some recharge.
Can't stay with Joe, he's just too quick. He's pushing hard on his softs. Albon's in. Going to start to see some stops soon.
Yep.
Damn it, he pops out right behind Schumacher, which means he's going to overtake and hurt my confidence again. No way I'm keeping brand new softs on that Williams behind me. Especially when he has a DRS.
Okay, let's make the most of it. Sargent behind. Mag 1.8 behind.
Almost got to the point where we have to turn the fuel push off for Schumacher as well.
How is the tire? How is the deg?
Joe's probably going to box next lap. Bouncer's in.
Both seem to degrade a bit, but it's still fine to go.
Slowish. Hopefully he'll come out in front of us though. He should do. Yeah. Okay, so we'll get DRS off the back of him, but we won't immediately get overtaken by him. In fact, no, we might not even get the DRS. We didn't.
To recharge the pack.
Yeah, copy that.
What do you think of the tires?
Sorry, I struggled to bring it a little bit.
Yeah, Yeah, mixed braking definitely struggling in comparison to Logan's.
Currently P19. So first car ahead of you, Schumacher. Gap 0.7. Gap 2.2.
Is that your first point then, Anthony?
We are working as a team right now, okay?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Always a nice feeling, isn't it, when you get your first point? Hinged with disappointment as well, just like my first point was as well. Because you know there was the potential for more, and you might not get that opportunity again for a while. Where are my tyres at the moment? 48%. Let's go one more lap.
Okay, box now, Mick.
Coming from box.
Oh, actually, no, because Logan has to box the lap after, so let's box in this lap.
Box now.
Understood, box now.
So we are boxing.
Copy box.
Keeping behind.
So the Red Bulls are in, and it looks like they double stacked. So that's definitely gone in Max's favour. Open the gap back up between them to a few seconds. And into the pits comes Schumacher. Now, can Logan stay ahead? Seriously doubt it. Yeah, there we go. Overtaken already. 2.9 is clean, but it's not quick. It's going to drop us to the back of the field. How far behind Joe are we? I can't even see him, so away. 7 seconds-ish.
Gap 6.8. Let's add the lift and coast back in.
Copy. Copy.
Carlot's boxing from second. Decent stop. Both the Red Bulls are through. And he comes out close behind Ricardo, ahead of Alonso. Alonso will get DRS though. May even have a look. Top of Eau Rouge into Radion. It's not quite close enough, and I think that was Alonso's opportunity gone. Hamilton boxes. He's on to mediums. Let's take a look at
Penetrate.
Max and Perez, softs and mediums. They've split them. Leclerc going for the one stop. Probable two stop for Red Bull. .6, that's a better stop.
And clear on pit exit, clear on pit exit.
That only makes 4.5. Where did the other half a mil come from? Right, Ricardo boxes. Through goes Fernando. And there goes Stroll as well. Oh, you've been whittling it down. Okay. Mediums for Ricardo. He comes out behind George Russell, ahead of Lewis. And stop for Ocon, who is definitely two-stopping. Got to stop again, he'll be stopping on softs. He still isn't out. Oh, disaster.
Now there's been an issue in the pits.
Enzo being held there for Magnussen slotting into his pit box. And that was a quick stop for Magnussen, very quick stop.
Mode push.
Copy.
Schumacher is through on Ocon, who
Copy.
has damage. Okay, that must be left over from when he clobbered.
Joe ahead.
Yeah, that's structural damage. So that's a suspension or chassis, I would imagine. All right, Mick is where he needs to be in 18th place. Logan is where he needs to be in 20th. If we can gain anything else, that would be nice.
Doing good on temps.
Copy.
Back up a bit more in the confidence stakes there. Right, we have a fight brewing here between Tsunoda and Stroll. Yuki having a look at the inside at the bus stop and gets that move done very comfortably. Stroll yet to stop. Yuki on fresh tyres, no real surprise there, and he's already got the 1 second. And now Russell is closing in as well. Russell has also stopped. So Stroll going for the 1 stop as well by the look of it. But he's going to struggle for the next few laps until he does hit the pits. And there we go, straightforward overtake. Ocon is back on to my gearbox with Mick. I'll not get rid of him.
Ocon behind his DRS.
Even with that damage, he's still in a quicker car.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Yeah, copy.
Okay,
Could be about to lose the place here.
Copy.
We do just about hold him off. Soft tyres giving us that extra grip in the corner. Sargent's tyres should be coming up to temperature any moment. And we have a yellow flag. Enzo running wide.
This is turn 6. And that won't help their chances. Really, they must be careful.
New fastest lap for Yuki, a 1:45.996. Science has got a problem. Engine wearing out. Let's take a look at the state of Alonso's engine because we know he's got an issue as well. Oh yeah, that's not going away anytime soon. So our fight is going to be here with Ocon. We've got to try and keep him behind. I'm not concerned about Logan. He will be able to hold on to 20th.
Understood.
I have no doubt about that. But can we keep hold of 18th at the end of the Grand Prix? Get some DRS off of Esteban here.
Just do the best you can. So watch for Sargent behind. Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Okay, charge on.
Couldn't quite get through. We're not out of it yet. Oh, you signed Jonathan Wheatley.
Totally catch them up, okay?
This is where I might start to struggle again. We have a little bit of extra life in the tyre I can use.
This tire has plenty of life, we can push.
Like to increase Lyco back to level 3.
Okay, mode push.
Copy.
Have to stay with Ocon if I can. Alonso's fault escalates. If he spends more time in the hot air like that behind Ricciardo or Russell, who's about to overtake him, then that could overheat and destroy that engine completely. Are you just signing all of Red Bull's staff then, are you?
Let's recharge a bit.
Copy.
How is the tire? How is the deck?
Good, it's okay.
Yeah, just go a bit slower.
And that is Fittipaldi and Magnussen fighting behind us.
We happy for where your tires are? We happy with that? Good tire management.
Yeah, copy.
Alonso's in. That's still his starting set of tyres, which I think it is. He's had a good run. Those mediums will go to the end. But will the car? That is the question. And there we go. I've just lost 2 seconds to Ocon on this lap. Just do not have the pace. So we need a little bit of help. We need Alonso's car to go kaput, I think, to get 18th with Mick. Albon and Valtteri having a squabble. Gasly lurking behind. No, Alonso lurking behind. Fresh out of the pits. And this is him running in dirty air, which is excellent. It's what we need. We need him to cook his engine so that it explodes. And Charles boxes for his one and only stop. There goes Max. It's a decent stop for Ferrari, nothing amazing. Sainz has gone through. Here comes Norris and Piastri. They're squabbling into turn 1. Leclerc is comfortably out ahead of the pair of them. And now Stroll is in. Clean, functional stop. Not amazingly quick. He will come out behind Hulkenberg. In Rinketic, am I still struggling? Yes, but new aero parts coming for the next race. Back up to starting confidence.
Sargent behind
Not
on medium.
too far off starting confidence for
Gap
Schumacher.
behind 2.5.
We need to catch up.
Alonso still can't quite get past Albon. Let's see if we can get a sneak peek at those engine temps as they're going up. $114. That's the tyres. Engines at 101. So his engine cooling is actually pretty decent at the moment. Better than ours. Gasly and Hulkenberg now stuck in that queue, and Stroll is closing in as well. Take a look at lap times. We are, second and a half a lap slower than Ocon. There's Norris boxes from 6th place. We are just a little bit slower than Zhou. Stroll's time is irrelevant. That's an out lap. Gasly, Alonso, Albon, all lapping about the same kind of pace as us. Wish we had a little bit more pace, just half a second more pace would be nice. Take a look at tyres. Albon is going to be boxing soon, as is Hulkenberg and Zhou. Gasly's not too far away from a stop either. Alonso finally looking to make the move into the source. He's got the outside line though, and Albon just says no. Shuts that door. Now finally Albon has got the move done. Alonso has got the move done on Albon. And that's going to put Albon under pressure from Gasly. He will be boxing this lap. I want him to get hammered by all the cars behind him if possible. Hit that confidence hard. Far behind are we? 27 seconds. He's probably going to box and come out in front of us. Oh, he's getting swarmed. Look at this. They are all over him. They're 3 wide into the bus stop. Oh, that's so bad. And he stays out another lap. And now he's a sitting duck. He's got no grip left in those tyres. Hulkenberg managed to capitalise and get through on Gasly. Oh, but he has to lift on the entrance to Radion, and that's opened up a little bit of a gap. I think Albon may just... No, look at the closing speed. I think Hulkenberg will get him here. Oh, no, he squeezed him. Albon's fighting really hard here to stay ahead. And now Stroll has got past Gasly as well. Can Albon keep this up for the rest of the lap? Again, Hulkenberg just has to lift and back out of it. And that's now put him at risk of being jumped by Stroll. And he has been jumped by Stroll. Stroll's got much fresher tyres than everybody else, so he should theoretically get the move done in the bus stop here. In fact, it looks like he's got it done before we even get to the bus stop. Completes the move through Blanchimont. And is this the lap Albon boxes? Yes, it is. And Gasly's in as well. Oh, bad stop. And Gasly does finally get the move done in the pits rather than on the track, but it's the move done nonetheless. Comes out behind his teammate. And a new fastest lap for Verstappen. Perez is going to be boxing at the end of this lap. And I think Leclerc is pretty much done. I don't think he's got the pace to get back in contention. Perez is going to box this lap. He's going to be on brand new tyres and he's going to come out just behind Leclerc. Max is going to come out on a set of softs in a few laps' time, and he will absolutely catch Leclerc, I think. We're going to need to see some mighty defending from Charles if he wants any chance of winning this race. Sainz is going to get out of his way at some point as well. He needs to box again. But I think this is going to be Max's Grand Prix to lose. My drivers keeping themselves about 2 seconds apart. Let's use some battery.
Mode push.
Joe follows his teammate into the pits. Bottas exiting onto the track now on mediums to the end. And Joe doing the same. Joe is doing the same. He's also going mediums, and it's a slightly slow stop. That front right not wanting to sit properly on the tyre there. Joe comes out behind Sargent. So hopefully we can stay ahead before we box. Don't want to lose more confidence with our drivers. Max isn't too far behind. There's Perez in the pits. Mediums to the end for Checo. And that's Leclerc. He's right behind Leclerc with fresher tyres. So, Joe behind me has stopped. I need someone to get their race ruined, I think, if I'm going to get Mick into 18th. I don't think we're going to catch him back up again. Hulkenberg's in.
Front left is struggling a little.
Now Sainz's fault escalates.
I cannot push. Something is strange.
And also, again, in dirty air. And a fault for Max. Oh, that has just made things interesting.
Hey, what the f*** is that? No power out of the last 2 corners.
Oh, naughty, swearing, community service. The Astons fight side by side here. Verstappen's such a child. He can be a very petulant child on the radio. Yeah. Speaking of angry, petulant children, enter Logan Sargent.
So we charge the pack.
Yeah, copy that.
At the same time, I think, you know, the FIA is going about it in completely the wrong way. Coming down all heavy-handed like they are on language.
Copy.
You know, the adrenaline's pumping, people are going to just say something. You know, that's what they've got a bleeper for. I mean, I can understand it in press conferences, you know, being a no-no, but, you know, talking about getting rid of the radio that's got swearing in it, no, it's not going to happen. It would be a mistake if they even tried to enforce that.
No more lifting coast.
Copy.
Let's push.
Copy.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Copy.
Well, box now, make box now.
Copy. Box is up.
No, they're admonishing him for swearing in a press conference, but the FIA is also talking about trying to ban sweary team radio, which I think is ridiculous. I can understand them, you know, having a little word at someone for swearing in a press conference, but I think context is important as well. The tone in which language is used is hugely important. You know, something, you know, you can swear and be, you know, happy and jokey and jolly, and it has completely different context and meaning to saying the exact same phrase but through clenched teeth and with anger and aggression. And I think they would have been much better served just having a quiet word with them, just saying, just try and keep a lid on the language rather than just coming down heavy-handed, because that's just going to escalate the issue. I mean, this isn't the first time the FIA has gone to war with people over silly little things. I mean, remember the jewellery row with Hamilton? Alright, 2.6, that's a better stop than the first one, but still not quick enough, really. We are now lapped, and we're about to get blue flagged.
Gap is 4.4. Car behind is mag. $16 laps to go.
And who's that having an issue in the pits?
Oh, they timed the two-stop. Yeah, they timed the double stack beautifully there, but the crew wasn't up to the task, unfortunately.
Okay. Alrighty.
As we get out of the way of Sainz and Verstappen. Perez is in front of Leclerc. Max is only 2 seconds behind on those new softs. Has got the fault. I don't think that's going to be enough to stop him.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Oh, he lunges me, and that means I'm going to have... Oh, no, we chopped him. Good. I was worried that we were going to get held up for that.
Will emerge in traffic.
So that's Sainz and Piastri boxing behind us. We come out right behind, and that's only good enough for 12. So it looks like we're not getting pit stop points tonight.
So first car ahead of you, Schumacher. Okay, gap 1.3. It's currently 50 laps to go.
And unless something happens to one of the cars in front of us, we're not going to get 18th with Schumacher either. Wasn't Senna a bit hot-headed? Yeah, he was. Every driver gets a bit, hot-headed at times. Remember when Schumacher went and punched Coulthard for Spa? And when Senna punched Irvine for Suzuka in 91? I think it was 91. Fights between drivers are nothing new. Drivers hurling insults at each other, nothing new. Swearing on the radio actually is a more recent thing, because the radio never used to get broadcast, and when they started to broadcast radio messages, the drivers and engineers quickly cottoned on to the fact that if there was swearing on the radio, it wouldn't get broadcast because of TV standards and all that. So they would just deliberately start swearing on radio messages so that they wouldn't get broadcast. The FIA eventually cottoned on to that and just started bleeping out the swearing. Now it's just a natural thing, but it used to be a very deliberate thing to swear on the radio. I remember a couple of occasions where someone would swear, and then you'd hear Murray or James Hunt, suddenly very quickly apologising for broadcasting that, or Brundle apologising for that. I think James Allen had to do that as well at one point. I think usually when Raikkonen would start going off on someone. The Sainz is out behind Tsunoda. James Hunt swore on well, yeah, the 80s were a little bit different. For someone like James Hunt, you're not really going to be able to constrain that much. So that is Hulkenberg no, that is Magnussen getting blue flagged. Well spoken a fag with a beer in his hand, probably. No, probably more likely by that point a glass of wine. They just remind me of the Mitchell and Webb Mitchell and Webb look, where you had the two smoking commentators who were just constantly drinking as well. Oh, and that's a bad miss. Oh, our ERS has just shut down. Look, it's rebooting.
Stand by. We can see the issue.
It's going to be a while till that's rebooted. It's got to go all the way around the square.
Did you slide code?
Copy.
Right, so we're not lapping quick enough. That's for sure. We are a lap down. That will hopefully eventually bring others back to us. I can see Ocon is about to get lapped. There are the two Red Bulls gaining on him. He's on the same compounder tyre as us. Slightly worse condition, but better car. Maybe Zhou. What's he doing? Slightly slower than us. But he's a long way ahead, though. He's 20 seconds ahead of us. Shinoda is still keeping Sainz at bay. I need another car to retire. Whether it's Sainz or Alonso, I don't care. Besides, his engine temps are fine, look. So his engine's not going to overheat. Oh, it's a VSC. Has someone gone off? Has Sainz gone off? He has. Sainz is out. Thank you, Sainz. Thank you, Carlos.
VSC. Keep the delta.
Copy.
And that gives me 18th place.
I will help.
Copy that.
People have been threatening to hit the barrier here all weekend, but they've managed to fall just short. Sainz does hit the barrier.
Oh, my bad.
It's not going the way the team had hoped today, that is for sure.
And he says exactly the same thing every time I do when I stand up. Oh, my back.
Yeah, I crashed, sorry.
And you can just feel them.
Big crash, watch out.
Hopefully the ERS will finish rebooting.
All good. Just remember, in the main straight might still be some debris.
Before the VSC ends.
We are P19.
That seemed a little bit better.
That's fine.
There we go. It's back up and running.
Need some recharge.
Copy that.
And now all we need to do is make sure that Fittipaldi and Magnussen don't catch up. Another yellow... Oh no, it's the same yellow flag. It pulsed bright. For a second I thought we got another crash. So, 10 laps to go. Max is ahead of Perez. Leclerc is now 7.5 seconds off the back, although that will be slightly less once the yellow flags go away. Then a big gap to Tsunoda in 4th. Norris and Piastri trying to hunt him down. Ricciardo's close as well. Then a big gap to Russell. Hamilton in 9th. Stroll in 10th. A long way behind the two Mercedes drivers there. Bottas is all the way up in 11th.
Copy.
So if we get another retirement, Bottas could score a point, and that would be bad for us because that would probably put them above us in the constructors. How you doing, Mr. Water? Good to see you today. Then it's Alonso struggling in 12th, Gasly 13th, Hulkenberg 14th, Albon 15th, Zhou in 16th, Ocon in 17th, and we are a long way back in 18th, but where we need to be, Sargent in 19th, above where he needs to be, with Fittipaldi and Magnussen 20th, 21st, sights out, what brought out the VSC.
ESC ending.
Copy.
We will go to high fuel now.
Copy. GRS enabled.
And off we go.
We look at reducing the lift and core.
Yep, got it.
So let's focus in on the fight here between
Copy.
the McLarens and Ricciardo. Oscar making the move on Lando. Ricciardo's going to look and try and follow through. Has to back out of it. And that lift has actually cost him a little bit of ground there. Outside of the 1 second. Falling away a little bit. Oh, and traffic getting involved now. That is Fittipaldi getting blue flagged. So they are probably going to catch us before the end of the race as well. Don't think Ricciardo was quite close enough to get the DRS. No, he wasn't. Not this time. He is closing back up with the slipstream though. Any other fights going on? We've got the Red Bulls scrapping over the lead. Perez back in front for now. As they get past Zhou.
Mode push, mode push.
Copy. You can use a tech.
Understood.
Collision between these two now would be fantastic. but only so that they just, damage each other and keep going. I do not want another retirement in the top 10. Do not want Bottas scoring a point. It's a new fastest lap for Tsunoda and immediately beaten by Oscar, a 1:42.6. 200ths quicker than Yuki's time. How are we looking on tyres? Pretty comfortable at the moment. Max's engine might potentially rob him of the win here. So if Perez does get the win, that is the better outcome for the championship. It keeps things tight between Max and Charles. Sargent, meanwhile, is going to get blue flag very soon.
How are the tires?
Tires are okay.
I'm happy to lean more on the tires.
New fastest lap for Checo, 1:42.5. Let's encourage the overtake before
To recharge the pack.
Copy.
Eau Rouge if we can.
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
Ocon's fault escalates.
Deployment.
Or is that a new fault?
Tires on a good window.
Copy that.
Ah, that's a new fault. Because the other one, it's just structural damage to the car. So that will slow him down a bit. Not enough for us to catch him. There is Tsunoda and Oscar lurking in the background. Something's happened to Norris. He is dropped down to 7th place behind Ricciardo. I wonder if he's locked up somewhere and I missed it, because his tyre wear looks pretty rough. Oh no, wait, he was one stopping, wasn't he? So it's comparable to Leclerc, who's now 10.5 seconds behind Max, 12.5 behind the race lead of Perez. Gasly developed some damage.
Lots of crashes.
Oh, is that a crash with Alonso?
There's some debris.
So both Alpines having a crack at Alonso today. Oh no, wait, it wasn't Alonso in the first one, was it? It was Magnussen. But both Alpines getting in the wars. Gasly's up and running. Where is Alonso? There's Alonso. Now Hulkenberg gets the fault.
I've lost a power.
Alonso with a 5-second penalty for that. So Stewart's deeming that Alonso's fault.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
And that is going to drop him behind Albon, but he's still ahead of Gasly for now. Ricciardo still keeping Norris at bay.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
5 to go.
Copy. Pull the turn more if we can.
4 laps to go.
Okay, good job. Now pick up your pace.
Yeah, got ya.
Charge on.
Yeah, Gasly's got some serious damage. He's lost multiple seconds. He's got a big chunk of his wing missing. Let's see what he does at the end of this lap in terms of lap time. He keeps lapping really slowly, like multiple seconds a lap. He could lose position to Zhou. Maybe we could even catch him. I don't know, that's probably asking a little much. Is Ocon about to get blue flagged? Not anytime soon. Ocon's probably going to stay ahead of us comfortably. So, Alonso did a 1:48 last lap. 1:48.7 for Gasly, so he's not that far off the pace in the end. Three laps to go. Albon gets past Alonso. Alonso will still be ahead of Gasly though by about 4 seconds at the moment. That gap does look like it's still going up as well. Norris briefly got in front of Ricciardo. Ricciardo retakes the position. Tsunoda's still holding off Piastri, and Max's problem has escalated. His engine is starting to look a bit dodgy. He's right back on Perez again, so he's still fighting for the win. Leclerc too far behind to do anything. Piastri too far to get the podium. Might not even stay ahead of Tsunoda at this point. Norris and Ricciardo side by side. There's fights going on up and down the grid here. Remember, we do not want a retirement from the top 10. We do not want Valtteri scoring a point.
We need to save some fuel because we're not going to finish.
And the gap is coming down slightly. Gasly took a second out of Alonso, and if he can keep that up over the next couple of laps, he might get within 5 seconds, and then he'll take 14th from Alonso.
Copy.
Sargent going to get blue flagged again, this time for Ricciardo and Norris. Perez retakes the lead at the front. And there's more traffic in front of these two. It's going to be a dramatic finish to this race. It's just a shame we're not involved in any of that drama. That is Albon and Alonso also fighting for position here.
We need lap time so you can push.
Copy.
Little lift there for Max. Albon gets out of the way. And now Alonso has got a chance here. And Gasly's now just 5 seconds behind. As we hit the final lap, he might get that position back from Fernando.
Two to go.
Copy.
And we've done enough to stay comfortably ahead. So we're just going to calm the car down for the final lap. Bring it home in the positions we need them to be in. Oh, Mick's got a fault now.
Copy. My engine doesn't want to, it doesn't react to the throttle.
That's a gearbox issue. Well, I deliberately kept that gearbox in there. It's only a temporary fault.
We can see it, but at the moment the level is okay for running. Copy, we'll take a look.
Hopefully that'll be fine at the end of the race. It'll still be viable. Gasly at the moment not quite close enough. Headset reconnected. It disconnected at the worst possible time. Perez is going to win from Max by nearly 3 seconds in the end. Alonso able to hold off the charge from Gasly. He will hold on to 14th place. Gap will be 1.6 seconds after that penalty is applied. We are going to bring it home in 18th and 19th. It's not a stellar performance from us, but didn't really have the car. We had a couple of issues for each driver. Gearbox at the end there for Mick, ERS for Logan earlier on. But we've got 18th and 20th for the sponsors. 18th and 19th on the track. So that is another 500,000, which will just about clear us from debt as we head into the summer break. Not too bad at all. Just waiting for Stroll to cross the line. Please cross the line, Stroll. He doesn't destroy his car on the final turns. That's good. And that will deny Valtteri a point, which will keep Sauber behind us in the Constructors. But we are definitely at risk of losing another place or so going forward. So we need these new parts to give us some performance.
And after the checkered flag has flown, there's Nico Hülkenberg.
Just out of the points today with a P12 finish in the end.
And onto the podium goes Sergio Perez, and he's certainly in good company there.
Their first win of the season, and the team looking on will be very proud, I'm sure.
And there you have it, a smiley podium lineup at the Belgian Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Don't you say it.
It was a strangely mixed week.
Shut up, Karun. Am I progressing to the next race tonight? We are going to advance through the summer break, and then we'll end right before Zandvoort itself. So, confirmation of the final result. Checo gets a win. Is that his first win of the season? I think it might be. Sudden little vein of form discovered for Checo. Got the fastest lap as well, 26 points. Max in second, Leclerc third. Just 3 points lost for Leclerc there. Piastri in fourth, Tsunoda fifth. Look at Ricciardo, up 12 places for sixth. What a great recovery for him. Then it's Norris in seventh, ended up 3 seconds behind Ricciardo in the end. Russell in eighth, then Hamilton ninth. Stroll gets the final point in 10th. Valtteri 11th, could not get that first point for Sauber, thank God for that. Then it's Hülkenberg in 12th. 13th is Albon. 14th, Alonso with a 5-second penalty meant that he finished about a second and a half in the end ahead of Gasly in 15th. Joe up 6th for 16th. Then it's Ocon 17th. Mick in 18th. 19th for Logan. 20th for Enzo. 21st for Magnussen. And Sainz doing us a massive solid and throwing his car into a barrier to enable us to get 18th in the sponsors. In the driver's standings then, it is Max going top of Charles Leclerc by just 2 points. Very, very close. Those two swapping places back and forth, but Max has got 7 wins to Leclerc's 4. So if it does end up tied, then Max's greater number of wins will end up potentially deciding the championship. Lando in third, just 6 points. He is falling away from the front two. And Checo, with his first win of the season, is now making big inroads into the gap between him and Norris. It's down to just 26 points. Carlos Sainz in 5th, dropping down a place. No points for him, thanks to his retirement. Sainz jumping him. Piastri is in 6th, then it's Yuki in 7th, Ricciardo in 8th, Hamilton 9th, Russell in 10th, Alonso in 11th place, Stroll in 12th, Albon 13th, Schumacher still 14th, then Bottas up 2 places with that 11th place to take 15th, ahead of Hülkenberg. Then it's Ocon, Gasly, Magnussen, Sargent, Zhou, and Enzo Fittipaldi. In the constructor standings, Red Bull reclaimed first spot from Ferrari with 44 points. Big points haul for them. Ferrari certainly feeling the loss of Sainz's contribution there, and the gap now 23 points between the two teams. McLaren in third on 333. They are 180 points clear of RB, who matched them for 18 points this weekend. Mercedes in 6th on 113. Then it's Aston with 1 extra point on 27. Williams with 2 points in 7th. We are in 8th place with 1. Sauber up 2 places into 9th, ahead of Haas and Alpine, now dropping to the bottom of the standings. As far as the pit stops go, the slowest time for the top 10 was 2.52 seconds. We were close, but not close enough. A couple of hundredths away there. So no pit stop points for us. McLaren actually scoring some decent points this weekend. It's been a while. They increased their lead for the first time in a while over Red Bull, back up to 37 points now. Ferrari in third, RB fourth. Mercedes overtaking Aston for 5th place. Then it's Alpine in 7th. Williams 8th. We lose a little bit of ground to Haas. They scored 2 points and pulled 2 away from us. So Haas 9th, we are 10th. Sauber in 11th place. But they didn't score any points tonight, so they haven't closed the gap. And we get our sponsors payout there. Oh, that's actually a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. 718,000. Very nice. Very nice indeed. How important a single point is. Yes, indeed. That's why I was so desperate to try and beat the Williams when we got that 1 point. Try and get ahead of them. Ooh, lovely. A big chunk of cash from our sponsors there, just in time for building a lot of expensive parts. No mandatory activities. Horst Kaiser goes up by a point overall. We were in debt. We now have $6 million in the bank. Let's have a quick look. Oliver Goethe ahead of, in third place, with Dino Beganovic taking the win ahead of Arvind Lindblad there. In F2, it's Victor Martin ahead of Ollie Behrman and Pepe Marti. Did our cars get through unscathed? No, they did not. Rear wing and side pod failure on mixed car. Let's replace those now. Do not have a spare side pod yet, but we will have soon. Let's go to our factory and let's add in an extra suspension and an extra side pod. Sorry, extra chassis. We are 25 days away. I don't think we're going to get all the parts on the car, or at least on both cars, but we will have them on both cars for Monza. So that's something. Sponsor plan. Let's have a look. No mandatory activities. Cannot touch the factory. I need those parts being spat out quickly, which is a shame because the top two engagement activities are both the factory. VIPs will spend time in the garage during race weekends. That will wear out the pit crew. What have we got? Let's send Logan out on a sponsor activity. Let's send the technical chief to do something as well. Don't really want to do the weather center. A, it's not worth much, and B, you know, we know how fluctuating the weather can be at Zandvoort. Don't want to touch the simulator because it's not really that high level. Let's send Logan out on another activity. Got to protect Mick, seeing as he's our long-term signee. What's the max my sponsors pay out? Mine pay out 5.5 mil. I think that's how much I'm on for. Yeah, 5.65 mil. But it all depends on the makeup of the main sponsor you choose and the optional sponsors you add in as well. I'm going to have to go with the sporting director, I think. What do I get per race? 18th is 400 grand, about 300 grand for 20th and 200 grand for 21st. So my race payout isn't particularly high, but I do get a lot every 6 weeks. To do that, I'm going to have to do another activity here as well. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to have to do something with the factory, unless I can do the simulator, and then yeah, not quite going to make it. Not quite going to make it. Not quite going to make it. Again, not quite going to. I have to use the factory. That is frustrating. Very frustrating. That gets me close, but not close enough. A lot of money to leave on the table. Money I am in desperate need of. I have to double book the factory. Even that doesn't get me there. I don't think I can do it. That's my lowest paid activity. Nothing higher to choose. It's already been selected. Yeah, I'm going to fall short. I'm going to lose out on a couple of $100,000. That's frustrating. I'm going to wear out my staff as well. I'm going to hammer my facilities and slow down the production of parts. And I can't turn down the money, unfortunately. Damn. That's a shame. It's a real shame. Right. Nothing to do now but advance time. A little bit more cash back in the bank as we start a new month, so we've got a new pit crew training to do. How have our drivers developed? A point in adaptability for Logan, point in accuracy for Mick. Okay. Alpine have upgraded their race simulator. All right, here we go. The all-important mid-season break training regimen. Am I sticking with my drivers? I've signed Ricciardo to replace Logan next season, but I'm waiting to see whether or not someone tries to snipe that contract and poach Ricciardo for themselves. Hopeful that we can keep him. Expensive. He's going to cost me about 7.8 million a season, I think. Out of contract as well, so not going to have to pay a contract break fee or anything like that. Which is good. There we go. And then let's do a little bit more car building there. Perfect. Wow, if I were to downgrade the training here, like that. There we go, that's perfect. Confirmed. Seven days away from getting that second suspension, then we can start building side pods. That's the rear wing coming up. Contract poached. Oh, god damn it. So Julian Rouse has gone somewhere else. Adam Kenyon is going somewhere else. We're under competition from RB. Christian Mansell. Right. See if we can see if we can convince him to come back. And now we have to go through. Oh, Monica has been contacted by Ferrari. Go. I want you to go. I don't want you in my team. You're costing me too much money. I need to now find new staff here, potentially. All right, let's see who is available. More contract shenanigans involved. Let's go with sporting directors first of all. So he's going to re-sign with Alpine. Not likely to get anyone better than him. Barone. Let's maybe have a look at someone with... I really wanted someone with a face. But... let's scout out Guillaume. Scouting team. Let's add another scout in. So Adam Kenyon was not that highly rated. He's not. He's head of aero, isn't he? There he is. 43 and 80 overall. Oh, he's going to Haas. Ooh, okay. So, where's Davide going? Nowhere. All right, let's see if we can get Davide. Let's scout him out first of all. So we've done a counter offer there. I want Monica to go, so I'm happy for Ferrari to poach her. Annoyed that we lost Adam Kenyon. Annoyed that I lost Julian Rouse. Front wing is done. I thought it was a rear wing. Maybe it was just a front wing. Let me check. Alonso is still coming. At the moment, yes. He's still open to negotiation though, so somebody might try and poach him. Gary Gannon goes up a point. I need to start working on other developments. Let's get a rear wing up and running. Have I got an ATR period yet? No, I do not. Yeah, let's go with that. So, it'd be nice to get it for Baku. Yeah, just very minimal improvements to the car. One engineer, 33 days plus manufacturing, so hopefully get one on the car for Singapore. Probably won't get two, but I'll definitely have enough for Austin. It's not ideal. It's not really going to give us a huge amount of extra performance, but yeah, it could be crucial. That rear wing could be a bit more important though. I'm going to be using our ATR hours from now on for research for next season. Try and counteract the regulation changes quite dramatically if we can. Oh, I have got my scouting complete. Oh no, I haven't, not yet. They're a couple of days away. There we go. So Monica's gone to Ferrari. Excellent stuff. Has she gone already? Christian Mansell has agreed to the new terms. That means we've got to pay him another 100k. That's annoying. I should get my signing bonus from the first attempt refunded if we don't get them. What was I going to check? Oh, yeah, has she left the team? Not yet. Get a few negative. Yeah, she starts at the end of the season. Okay. See ya. I can afford to terminate your contract now. What about Ramon? Yeah, he's still more expensive, 1.6. That's more money than I want to spend right now. Okay, suspensions are done, so let's fit that on both cars. In fact, actually, let's fit it just a mixed car for now. I want to see what these changes add up to. Let's get the side pods up and running. 16 days. Ooh, that's going to be close. Horst Kaiser has had an offer. Ramon's had an offer. Off you go, Ramon. David Paganelli. Let's have a look. He's negative right now. And his stats are still better than Horst Kaiser. Oh, no, wait. He's signed a contract. It's a 4-year contract with a 3.2 mil salary. My God, that's a lot of money. There's going to have a break clause in it as well. There's no way I'm going to be able to afford that. Guru Joel, who is RB's head of aero, is coming in the opposite direction. Okay, that isn't good. What about Alessandro? He has agreed a new contract, no, wait, that's his current contract is 4 years. But he has agreed a new contract. Oh no, that's a new 4-year contract. Look, he's got a 3-year contract. He's signed a new 4-year contract. Again, we're not going to be able to break or afford to break that. Adam's gone. Horst Kaiser is the next best staff. I might have to re-sign him. Unless I can get an absolute Hail Mary. He's going to Williams to replace Adam Kenyon. Is anybody not going anywhere? Ian Gregg's not going anywhere yet. Jared's going to McLaren. Peter Pedromo is out of contract. He's going to get snapped up by Mercedes, I would imagine. Diego's renewed his contract at Ferrari. Of course, these are all subject to change. Enrico. I mean, if I could get him, that would be a massive coup. I don't think I could afford him, though. He's going to want so much money. Why is there a buyout fee? Oh, we've got 2 years left. Damn it. All right, well, let's see if we can get Peter Pedromo. See if we can get him immediately. I've got the money to hire him. Yeah, he'll take that. Yay! Peter Pedromo has signed for the team and is immediately miserable. What's he negative about? The car, the staff, the drivers, the facilities, everything, basically. He's happy with the salary. He's okay with the constructor standings and the driver standings. Yeah, that's not good. But we brought him in to improve all of those things apart from drivers and facilities. So hopefully he can do some good work for us. Stefan Roth is going to be the next one that we have to look at. Oh yeah, let's take a look at his stats. Mentality, is it neutral mentality? 90 on the training. Let's see if we can get him. What's he on at the moment? We haven't scouted him, so I don't know. Alright, offer sent. I just have to deal with the issue that he has no face. Can't turn down stats like that. Where is the... Yeah, the email's gone. Oh no, there it is. Horst Kaiser. Yeah, he can go. He is going. He's going to Haas, I think. He's not signed the contract yet, but it's probably not far away. Right, so we need... Oh no, we need to deal with Stefan Roth, don't we? Shit. Pat Fry out of contract. Scout Pat. Oh wait, hang on. Ah shit, he's got a year to go. James Key. We'll scout James Key. Let's do some training for Peter. Let's figure out where he needs to put his points. So he's weakest in airflow management and DRS Delta. Everything else is pretty much balanced. So I think we go there. DRS airflow. It also gets us cooling. Oh, actually, cooling, DRS, drag reduction. Yeah, we'll put him on airflow intake. Oh, that's definitely an area I want to improve. Very much in the silly season of contracts. Sauber have offered him a position. That's got to be as a reserve. Alright, chassis is done. Now I can start building those front wings. Let me just double check rear wings. Do I actually have... I don't have any spares. Do I have a problem with a rear wing? No. That's high risk. It'll go after the next Grand Prix. Okay, I can live with that. Yeah, let's start building those front wings. There we go. So we'll have one spare going into the weekend and then a second spare in time for qualifying. There goes Ramon. See ya. That's saved me some money, potentially. Now he's going at the end of the season. So now I can terminate that contract as well for a pittance, rather than like the 1.6 it was going to charge me earlier, just a few days earlier. I'm in debt. 25k in debt. Alright, James Key. Have a look. Ah, god damn it. In the time it took us to scout him, he signed a contract with Aston Martin. Ooh, Aston. Alright, where's Ian Gregg? No, it's Dan Fallows. Dan Fallows, where's he going? He's not going anywhere. Let's scout Dan Fallows. This is the desperate shuffle to try and find someone to sign for me. Neil Holdy is going to Mercedes. So James Allison is going to McLaren. So both the technical chiefs there, both the chiefs, the aero chief and the technical chief, are both going from Mercedes to McLaren. Enrico Cardile is staying at Ferrari. Pierre Vacher is staying at Red Bull. No surprise there. Andrea Zordo is going to Sauber. Jody Egginson is staying at RB. Matt Harmon is out of contract, so let's scout Matt Harmon as well. He'll be better than Stefan Roth, not by a massive amount, but certainly in the front wing and side pod areas. Pat Fry would be good, but he's been poached by Haas. They bought him out the final year of his contract. Hospitality level 2. So that will improve our team marketability. That actually might retroactively, I don't know if it will, but it might retroactively improve our sponsor engagement enough for this current period to hit the maximum, because we were just short. Now that we've gained extra marketability points, we are close to needing to refurb both of those, but they're not there yet. Weather sensors reduced thanks to doing something with it this month. I would like to get another memorabilia room upgrade, but that's money I don't have right now. Logan Sargent is going to Sauber, so he's got another drive next season. That's good. Let me just check. that Ricciardo hasn't been poached. No, he hasn't. Okay. If we lose Logan here now and someone poaches Ricciardo, we're in trouble. We're going to have to basically hire a rookie, I think. So, yeah, negative mentality for Logan. Everyone, again, still miserable about car performance. A couple of staff who are neutral. Pedromo's negative, but I'm hoping he's going to be one of the catalysts to turn things around. Logan can bugger off to Sauber. Actually, I wonder who he's going to replace. Guess we'll find out if he accepts the deal. Front wing stock is low, that's fine. We're building front wings at the moment. DRS is in poor condition, I know. Sargent has gone to Sauber. Daniel Ricciardo still coming to us. That's good. I'm hoping that 7.8 million will scare off anybody else. We probably overpaid for Ricciardo, but I just wanted to make sure we got him. So, Zhou's going to Alpine. And Bottas is going to take that seat. So, is Zhou in the number 1 car or the number 2 car? So he's in the number 1 car at the moment. He's going to the number 2 car. So Logan's going to take the number 1 seat. Interesting. Right. Let's put that new side pod on. Put the new chassis on. And let's put the new front wing on. Okay, so no rain across the whole weekend. That is potentially good for us. Let's see what difference we've made to the car with those new parts. I hope it's significant. I need it to be significant. So, starting at the bottom, we've taken a little bit more weight out of the car. We've improved engine cooling by nearly 3%. Brake cooling / tyre preservation has increased by 8.5%. That's quite nice. Gained a couple of percent more in dirty air tolerance, but another 2.5% there. A little bit of a gain in the high speed. Actually, it's not an insignificant amount we've gained in high speed. Medium speed, pretty good as well. Low speed, again, pretty good. DRS, we've gained under 3%, but not too much under. We've gained a nice little bit of acceleration. And speed, we've gained about kilometre and a half in speed. Very nice. So, in terms of ranking, hasn't made much difference, unfortunately. But let's see where we sit against Sauber. So Sauber have got a faster car in terms of outright speed by not a massive amount. We're talking, what, 0.2 kilometers an hour. Acceleration is a fair bit better than us. DRS is about 3% better. Very close in the medium. They've got a bit of an edge in the low and the high. Very close in the low. Slight edge for them in the medium and the high. Dirty air tolerance there are nearly 6% better than us. That's not so good. Williams, similar story. Williams are even better. So we still have a bad car, unfortunately. That's not so good. Damn. I was really hoping we would have made a bit more progress there. Let's see how we're doing against the research for next season. Oh yeah, we're not doing research at the moment, are we? Because, or we're not really, haven't done that much because everything's being affected. Is anything? I'm sure I've done some research, haven't I? I don't know. I thought I'd done some research. Maybe I can find out in finances. Research. No, I haven't spent a penny in research. Okay. We are definitely going to have to start doing that, I think. Right, let's balance out the performance on the cars. Right, next side pod comes tomorrow. I'll have to remember to do that after qualifying. Well, before qualifying, sorry, after third practice. Or, no, before third practice, so we get some time with both cars running it. Both on the same underfloor. Both on the same suspension now as well. There we go. So yeah, very disappointing that our improvements to the car haven't massively improved the car. I was hoping for more of a gain, but never mind, we have gone through most of silly season, but it's not over yet. Logan is going to Sauber next season. Hopefully Ricciardo will still be coming in the opposite direction. So far, no one has approached Gayton. No one has approached Gary Gannon. We've got rid of the two affiliates. We have signed with immediate effect Peter Pedromo to hopefully try and boost our car performance for the rest of this season and certainly give us a big boost for next season. You can see those stats so much higher than we had before. In fact, who did we have before? It was Horst Kaiser, wasn't it? There's the difference in the stats. And this is both of them with negative at the moment. So imagine them at neutral. You can add a good chunk of points onto both of them there, potentially. But yeah, up 12 points in cooling, up 16 points in DRS, up 10 points in high speed, 8 points in medium, 10 points in low speed. Drag reduction massively improved, 18 points ahead. Airflow management 14 points better. Airflow sensitivity 20 points better. If we can keep him through the rest of city season, he will be a mighty get for us, and will hopefully have a big impact on the car going forward. It's just whether or not he gets poached between now and the next couple of months. Let me have a look. Has anything degraded? Quite. That's good, because I haven't really got the money to fix it yet. And that is it for tonight. We are ready and prepped for tomorrow's race at Zandvoort for the Netherlands Grand Prix. That will be the usual time of 8 p.m. If you haven't already checked it out, then please do take a look at my Porsche logo tutorial, especially if you're planning to design that logo for yourself. Word of a warning in advance: the black bar on the upper right panel of the logo needs to be shrunk down a little bit. I forgot to resize that in the video, which is why there's no gaps on that panel, whereas they are visible on the other panel at the bottom left. But apart from that, that tutorial is going to give you the same identical logo to the one I'm using. And there will be a Lamborghini tutorial coming in the next couple of days. If you want a sneak peek of what it looks like right now before it gets finished, then I will oblige. You can also see it on the community tab. But that is my Lamborghini logo. It needs a little bit of work. It's a little bit too fat at the moment. I need to thin it out a little bit. Bring the width down a little. But very pleased with that indeed. Took a lot of figuring out to try and get everything as good as I can. I would have liked to have put a bit more detail into it, but I just ran out of filters. That's 50 out of 50 layers. But yeah, potentially a Lamborghini save coming at some point in the future. We shall see. So, yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I will be back with more F1 Manager very soon.